Planetside 2 has hit a breaking point. I love this game, but at this point the activity has gotten so bad that for a lot of people it cannot be overlooked and actually impacts the enjoyment of the experience and the game. If you want to play Planetside 2 in the morning, early afternoon, or even at night past 8 p.m., unfortunately you're going to be disappointed when you see that battles consist of about 5 to 10 players on each side. A lot of times there is no one to fight, and you can end up solo capping points all on your lonesome. Why is this happening? That's what this video is actually about. We're going to be going over the key issues that reside over Planetside as we speak, and what is stopping this game from reaching its full potential, and how we can get to a better place. Number 1, toxicity. I talked extensively about this in my last video, but I just wanted to make sure it was reiterated in this video, so that the more mainstream audience can understand a larger problem with the Planetside community, and that is the issue of toxicity. I had just rejoined the game after not playing for 5 years, so I decided to speak in command chat and ask what battle I should be headed to. I got numerous responses from a toxic known outfit that called themselves the Wildcards. They promptly called me a troll and told random bystanders to mute me, just because I am a new player. This elitist mindset is out of control, and the veterans need to make sure that new players can feel like they can play the game without a hitch. Number 2, the gameplay. Now, I don't have a problem with the game personally, but I can see why a lot of people do and why it can turn off new players who had just joined the game. From what I have recognized through multiple hours of playing and getting back into Planetside, I noticed that Daybreak tries to make up for the fact that their game is free to play with pay-to-win guns, pay-to-win cosmetics, and orbital strikes that allow the player to nuke certain sections of the map at the click of a button. That's right, if you are losing a battle, you can pay $5 to launch a nuke on the enemy Sunder and destroy their entire push. This is used rarely because not many people are willing to spend that money, but the point still stands that this game is pay to win, and that can turn off some people who are trying to get into the game. A typical experience is getting only 1 or 2 kills in a battle only to get spawn killed because someone on the enemy team has been playing for years and they bought all the pay to win guns. This is sad. Number 3, team killing. Team killing was not a problem when the game was first released, because the internet was a lot more responsible and people always looked out for one another in the beginning. They also didn't abuse certain mechanics of the game, but now it is starting to get out of hand. Every day I log onto the game, I'm watching people team kill each other left and right on the server Connery. I'm not sure if this is a problem in Emerald, maybe that's a safe haven from the team killing, but the issue with Connery specifically is that there is a toxic group of players that typically like to team kill around 5 to 7 p.m. PST, the prime time hours of the game. I mentioned this earlier, but that toxic group is known as the Wildcards. Hopefully Daybreak does something about these guys, but I don't want to push the issue too much because that's a server-specific issue. Number 4, lack of advertisement. It feels like Daybreak doesn't really care about their own game. With no signs of a Planetside 3 in sight, I would expect Daybreak to try a little bit harder to make sure the game stays relevant. But unfortunately, that isn't the case. The actual story is that they don't advertise the game, and the only people who know about it are the people who loved it back in the day in 2012. That's why it has been up to the veterans to make sure that the new players are able to enter the game, and when the veterans are elitist and don't allow people to enjoy the game, suddenly there is an issue. Suddenly, there's only 10 people playing when it isn't prime time. So how can we fix these problems? I'm about to get into that, but I just wanted to remind you that if you're enjoying the video, you should give it a like and subscribe to Decibio Magic on YouTube for some more awesome Planetside content. Here our goal on this channel is to improve the game and make Planetside a better place for new players to enjoy. Number 1, ban the toxic players. As of right now, there are no rules against being toxic in the game, and I have been commonly told nasty things by many different players, such as "Go Higby yourself," "I will slit your throat," and "Uninstall the game now, Decibio Magic." This isn't a joke, I reported these people and none of them were banned. Fixing this is integral to building a prosperous community. Number 2, allow everyone to unlock the guns at the start of the game. Now this opinion might be a bit controversial, but Planetside 2 is too pay to win for most people's tastes in 2021. No one likes getting gunned down by someone who bought an Orion for $20, and it's honestly nonsense. Daybreak needs to stick with the League of Legends free-to-play model and just give people cool skins and cosmetics. But I would expand upon this further than they do now, and add the ability to become cool things, such as being able to become a robot, perhaps add dragon wings to the back of your character. That would actually be really cool for the Light Assault if they were able to add dragon wings to the back of their character. It would make a lot of sense. Or perhaps you could buy cosmetics that allow you to dress up as the enemy team in disguise, sort of like the spy from Team Fortress 2. The point is, there's a lot more that they can do here besides pay to win guns. Number 3, remove team killing from the game. This one is pretty self-explanatory. If Daybreak doesn't want people to team kill, then they need to remove the ability to do so from the game. Right now, there is no reason to have it in the game, and I cannot think of one good reason why you should be allowed to kill your own teammates, besides satisfying Daybreak's sadistic fetish for betrayal. It is completely bonkers, and I must say that I am very sick of logging into the game on an afternoon just to get team killed over and over by my teammates. So just to recap, ban the toxic players, allow everyone to unlock guns at the start of the game, and remove team killing from the game. These are some quality of life features that should be added to the game so that new players can enjoy it much more. I think that if Daybreak watches this video and they're able to do these things, Planetside 2 can prosper. But I also must say, Daybreak, give us some Planetside 3 already, please. Please, Daybreak, give us the Planetside 3, please. Oh, Daybreak, give us some Planetside 3 and remove the team killers from the game. I'm so sick of the wild cards killing me every time I log in to play your game. It's starting to get very lame. Daybreak, please remove these team killers from the game. Bitch, subscribe.